What if you could create a connection so deep, so genuine, that she couldn't help but fall for you? Love isn't about luck or trying to be someone you're not. It's about understanding what truly resonates with women on an emotional level. Most men chase superficial tactics, but the secret lies in something far more profound: the ability to connect with her heart and mind in a way that feels authentic and irresistible. In this guide, we'll uncover the psychology of love, exploring how to build emotional intimacy and attraction without resorting to gimmicks. It's not just about making her like you, it's about becoming the kind of man she respects, admires, and chooses to love. Ready to unlock the secrets to lasting connection and captivate her on a deeper level? Let's dive into this transformative journey that could change everything. Women often seek partners who can resonate with their feelings, and by grasping the emotional landscape they navigate, you can position yourself as someone who truly understands and appreciates them. This understanding is not merely about surface-level charm. It involves a deeper comprehension of what women desire in a partner, which can significantly influence their attraction towards you. As we explore this topic, we aim to create an engaging atmosphere that captures your interest and motivates you to master the art of attraction. The journey to becoming more appealing to women is not just about techniques or tricks. It's about developing a genuine connection that stems from empathy and emotional intelligence. By learning to read and respond to women's emotional cues, you can create an environment where they feel valued and understood, which is essential for building lasting relationships. Throughout this video, we will share practical tips and insights that will help you navigate the intricacies of attraction, ensuring that you not only attract women, but also forge deeper emotional bonds with them. So, whether you're looking to enhance your dating life or simply want to understand the dynamics of attraction better, this video is designed for you. Join us as we unlock the secrets to making women feel attracted and emotionally connected, setting the stage for fulfilling relationships that go beyond the superficial. Get ready to embark on this enlightening journey into the psychology of attraction. In the context of relationships and attraction, drama refers to the emotional highs and lows that can occur during interactions between individuals. It encompasses the moments of tension, excitement, conflict, and resolution that create a narrative within a relationship. Drama is not merely about chaos or conflict. Rather, it serves as a catalyst for stirring emotions and fostering deeper connections. When drama unfolds, it can evoke strong feelings that lead to attachment and love. For instance, moments of vulnerability, passion, or even playful banter can create an emotional rollercoaster that keeps individuals engaged and invested in one another. These experiences often lead to memorable moments that solidify bonds, as they create a shared narrative that partners can reflect upon together. The emotional intensity that drama brings can heighten attraction, as it taps into the fundamental human desire for connection and understanding. However, it is crucial to recognize the importance of being the source of emotions rather than relying on external factors to create drama. When individuals cultivate their emotional landscape, they can generate feelings of excitement, joy, and intrigue within themselves, which naturally radiates to others. This self-sufficiency in emotional expression allows for a more authentic connection, as it encourages partners to engage with each other based on genuine feelings rather than manufactured situations. By being the source of your own emotions, you can create an environment where drama unfolds organically, leading to a more profound and lasting attraction. This approach not only enhances your appeal, but also fosters a sense of security and stability in relationships, as both partners learn to navigate their emotional experiences together. Ultimately, understanding the role of drama in stirring emotions is essential for creating attraction. By embracing the highs and lows of emotional experiences and being proactive in generating your own feelings, you can cultivate deeper connections that lead to lasting love and attachment. This mastery of emotional dynamics is key to building fulfilling relationships that thrive on genuine connection and shared experiences. In the journey of attraction, understanding the emotions that can make a woman fall in love is essential. There are 8 key feelings that play a crucial role in creating this deep connection. These emotions include excitement, safety, admiration, joy, passion, intimacy, trust, and vulnerability. Each of these feelings contributes uniquely to the emotional landscape of a relationship, and knowing how to evoke them can significantly enhance your ability to attract and connect with women. Excitement is often sparked through shared adventures or new experiences, creating a sense of thrill that can draw two people closer together. Safety, on the other hand, is cultivated through consistent support and reliability, allowing a woman to feel secure in her emotional environment. Admiration can be triggered by showcasing your passions, achievements, or values, which can inspire respect and attraction. Joy is often found in light-hearted interactions, humor, and shared laughter, making moments spent together enjoyable and memorable. Passion is ignited through physical chemistry and emotional connection, often enhanced by flirtation and playful teasing. Intimacy develops through deep conversations and sharing personal stories, fostering a sense of closeness that is vital for emotional bonding. Trust is built over time through honesty and transparency, allowing a woman to feel confident in her partner's intentions. Finally, vulnerability is a powerful emotion that can be triggered by sharing fears, dreams, and insecurities, creating a profound connection that encourages love to flourish. Understanding these 8 emotions is significant for building a lasting connection. By recognizing how to trigger these feelings through specific interactions, you can create an environment where attraction can thrive. This knowledge empowers you to engage with women on a deeper level, fostering emotional bonds that go beyond superficial attraction. As you learn to navigate these emotions, you will not only enhance your appeal, but also lay the groundwork for a meaningful relationship built on mutual understanding and respect. Ultimately, mastering the art of evoking these feelings can lead to a fulfilling and lasting love that enriches both partners' lives. Number 1. Mixing attention with indifference. Mixing attention with indifference is a powerful strategy for creating excitement in interactions, particularly in the realm of attraction. Striking the right balance between complimenting and critiquing can stir emotions and keep the dynamic engaging. Compliments are essential for making someone feel valued and appreciated, while critiques, when delivered thoughtfully, can add an element of intrigue and challenge. The key lies in knowing how to navigate this balance effectively. When delivering compliments, it's important to be genuine and specific. Instead of generic praise, focus on unique qualities that stand out. For example, rather than simply saying, "You look nice," you might say, "That color really brings out your eyes, it's stunning." This not only makes the compliment more meaningful, but also shows that you are paying attention to details. On the other hand, critiques should be framed constructively. Instead of harshly pointing out flaws, you could say, "I think you have great potential in this area, but have you considered trying it this way?" This approach encourages growth and shows that you care about their development, which can be both stimulating and exciting. Creating a sense of excitement in conversations is crucial for maintaining interest and attraction. This can be achieved by mixing moments of attention with periods of playful indifference. For instance, after giving a sincere compliment, you might shift the focus by playfully teasing them about something light-hearted. This unpredictability keeps the interaction lively and engaging, as it creates emotional highs and lows that can heighten attraction. Moreover, maintaining a slight air of mystery can amplify excitement. By not revealing everything about yourself or your feelings right away, you encourage curiosity and anticipation. This blend of attention and indifference fosters a dynamic where the other person feels both valued and intrigued, prompting them to invest more emotionally in the interaction. Ultimately, mastering the art of mixing attention with indifference can lead to more exciting and fulfilling conversations. By skillfully balancing compliments and critiques, you create an engaging atmosphere that not only stirs emotions but also deepens the connection, making the journey of attraction all the more thrilling. Number 2. Being someone enjoyable and fun. Being someone enjoyable and fun to spend time with is essential for fostering meaningful connections and attracting others. One of the most effective ways to create a positive atmosphere is to focus on your own enjoyment. When you genuinely engage in activities that bring you joy, your enthusiasm becomes infectious, encouraging those around you to relax and have fun as well. This positive energy not only enhances your interactions but also makes you more appealing to others, as people are naturally drawn to those who radiate happiness and excitement. Spontaneity plays a crucial role in being enjoyable company. Embracing the unexpected can lead to memorable experiences that break the monotony of everyday life. Whether it's suggesting an impromptu adventure, trying a new restaurant, or engaging in playful banter, being open to spontaneity adds an element of surprise that keeps interactions lively. This unpredictability can spark excitement and create lasting memories, making you someone others look forward to spending time with. Equally important is the need to be genuine in your interactions. Authenticity fosters trust and comfort, allowing others to feel safe and appreciated in your presence. When you express your true self, it encourages others to do the same, leading to deeper connections. Avoid putting on a facade or trying too hard to impress. Instead, embrace your quirks and unique qualities. This genuine approach not only makes you more relatable, but also creates an environment where everyone can be themselves, enhancing the overall enjoyment of the time spent together. Another effective way to be enjoyable company is to discuss topics that ignite passion and enthusiasm. Engaging in conversations about shared interests, hobbies, or dreams can create a vibrant dialogue that captivates everyone involved. When you talk about subjects that excite you, your passion becomes palpable, drawing others into the conversation. This shared enthusiasm can lead to deeper connections and a more enjoyable experience for all. In summary, being someone enjoyable and fun to spend time with involves focusing on your own enjoyment, embracing spontaneity, being genuine, and discussing topics that ignite passion. By cultivating these qualities, you can create a positive atmosphere that not only enhances your interactions, but also attracts others to you, making every moment spent together memorable and fulfilling. Number 3. Creating intrigue. Creating intrigue through unfinished conversations is a powerful technique for sparking interest and leaving someone wanting more. The essence of this approach lies in the art of suggestion and the ability to create suspense, which can significantly enhance attraction. By intentionally leaving certain topics open-ended or hinting at deeper stories, you can engage her curiosity and encourage her to seek further connection. One effective way to spark interest is to introduce a captivating topic, but refrain from fully explaining it. For instance, you might mention a fascinating experience you had while traveling, saying something like, "I had the most incredible adventure in Italy, but I can't share all the details just yet." This statement piqued her curiosity, prompting her to ask questions and express interest in hearing more. By withholding information, you create a sense of suspense that keeps her engaged and eager to learn about your experiences. Another technique involves using playful teasing or ambiguous statements. For example, you could say, "I have a secret talent that I've never revealed to anyone. Maybe I'll show you one day." This kind of playful mystery invites her to wonder what the talent might be, encouraging her to engage in conversation and explore the topic further. The key is to maintain a light-hearted tone while leaving enough unsaid to keep her intrigued. Maintaining an air of mystery is crucial for enhancing attraction. When you reveal everything about yourself too quickly, the excitement can diminish. Instead, allow her to discover different facets of your personality over time. This gradual unveiling creates a sense of anticipation and keeps the dynamic fresh and exciting. It's important to strike a balance. While you want to maintain some mystery, you also need to be open and genuine in your interactions. In summary, using unfinished conversations to create intrigue involves sparking interest, leaving topics open-ended, and maintaining an element of mystery. By employing these techniques, you can enhance attraction and keep her wanting more. The suspense generated through these interactions not only deepens the connection, but also makes your time together more engaging and memorable, ultimately fostering a stronger bond. Number 4. Not revealing your feelings too early. Not revealing your feelings too early in a relationship is a crucial strategy for fostering intrigue and maintaining a healthy dynamic. When you leave a date without making promises or declarations, it creates an air of curiosity that can keep the other person engaged and wanting more. This approach allows both individuals to reflect on their feelings and the connection without the pressure of immediate expectations. By not laying all your cards on the table, you invite the other person to ponder their own emotions and the potential of the relationship, which can lead to a deeper bond over time. Maintaining a sense of mystery in interactions is significant for several reasons. When you keep certain aspects of your feelings and intentions under wraps, it adds an element of excitement to the relationship. This mystery can make you more intriguing, as the other person may find themselves wanting to learn more about you and your thoughts. It encourages them to invest emotionally as they seek to uncover the layers of your personality. A little ambiguity can be a powerful tool in creating attraction, as it keeps the dynamic fresh and prevents the relationship from becoming predictable. Moreover, showing too much interest too soon can sometimes backfire. While it's natural to feel excited about a budding connection, overwhelming someone with affection or declarations of love can create pressure and lead to discomfort. Instead, it's more effective to express interest gradually, allowing the relationship to develop organically. This measured approach not only helps you gauge the other person's feelings, but also allows them to feel comfortable and secure in the relationship. Encouraging viewers to adopt this mindset can lead to more fulfilling interactions. By not revealing your feelings prematurely, you create a space for curiosity and exploration. This strategy fosters a sense of anticipation, making each interaction more meaningful and enjoyable. Ultimately, the key to building a lasting connection lies in balancing openness with a touch of mystery, allowing both partners to navigate their feelings at a comfortable pace while deepening their emotional bond. Number 5. Making a woman feel safe and secure. Making a woman feel safe and secure is fundamental to fostering a deep and meaningful connection. The importance of being genuine cannot be overstated. Aligning your actions with your true personality creates an authentic atmosphere where she can feel comfortable. When you present yourself honestly, it builds trust and reassures her that you are someone she can rely on. Authenticity in your interactions allows her to see that you are not putting on a facade, which is crucial for establishing a solid foundation for any relationship. Creating a safe environment during interactions involves several key practices. First, active listening is essential. Show genuine interest in what she has to say by maintaining eye contact, nodding, and responding thoughtfully. This demonstrates that you value her thoughts and feelings, making her feel heard and respected. Additionally, be mindful of your body language. Open and relaxed posture can convey warmth and approachability. Avoid crossing your arms or appearing distracted, as these signals can create barriers to connection. Another effective way to foster a sense of safety is to establish clear communication. Encourage her to express her feelings and thoughts openly, and be receptive to her concerns. When she knows that she can share her emotions without fear of judgment, it enhances her sense of security. Moreover, consistency in your words and actions reinforces trust. If you say you will do something, follow through. This reliability shows that you are dependable and committed, further solidifying her feelings of safety. Shared experiences also play a significant role in building trust. Engaging in activities together, whether it's trying a new hobby, exploring a new place, or simply spending quality time, creates memories that strengthen your bond. These shared moments foster a sense of partnership and connection, allowing her to feel more secure in the relationship. As you navigate these experiences together, you build a foundation of trust that can withstand challenges. In summary, making a woman feel safe and secure involves being genuine, creating a supportive environment, and fostering shared experiences. By aligning your actions with your true self and prioritizing open communication, you can cultivate a relationship where she feels valued and protected, ultimately leading to a deeper emotional connection. Number 6. Engaging in debates and disagreements. Engaging in debates and disagreements can be surprisingly valuable in the context of attraction and relationship building. While many people shy away from conflict, healthy disagreements can actually create a dynamic that fosters attraction and challenge. When two individuals express differing opinions, it opens the door for deeper conversations and allows both parties to showcase their intellect and passion. This exchange can spark excitement and intrigue, as it reveals layers of personality that might not surface in more agreeable interactions. The tension created by a disagreement can heighten emotional engagement, making the connection more vibrant and stimulating. Standing your ground during these discussions is crucial for maintaining self-respect and integrity. When you articulate your beliefs and values confidently, it demonstrates that you are secure in who you are. This self-assuredness can be attractive, as it shows that you are not easily swayed by others' opinions. However, it's equally important to approach disagreements with respect and openness. While it's essential to defend your perspective, being dismissive or confrontational can lead to unnecessary conflict. Instead, aim for constructive dialogue where both parties feel heard and valued. This balance of assertiveness and respect can strengthen your connection, as it fosters an environment where both individuals feel safe to express their thoughts. Embracing differences is another key aspect of building connection through debates. Rather than viewing disagreements as a threat, consider them an opportunity to learn and grow together. Engaging with someone who has a different viewpoint can broaden your horizons and challenge your assumptions. This exchange of ideas can lead to a richer understanding of each other and the world around you. By appreciating these differences, you create a foundation for mutual respect and admiration, which can deepen your bond. In summary, engaging in debates and disagreements can enhance attraction and connection. By standing your ground while respecting yourself and your partner, you create a dynamic that encourages growth and understanding. Embracing differences not only enriches your interactions, but also fosters a deeper connection, allowing both individuals to navigate their relationship with authenticity and openness. Ultimately, these exchanges can lead to a more fulfilling and meaningful partnership. In this video, we explored several key points that highlight the importance of understanding emotions in attracting women. We emphasize that emotional intelligence is crucial for creating genuine connections and fostering attraction. By recognizing and responding to the emotions of others, you can create an environment where women feel valued and understood. This understanding not only enhances your appeal, but also lays the groundwork for deeper, more meaningful relationships. We discussed various techniques that can help you navigate the complexities of attraction. From mixing attention with indifference to creating intrigue through unfinished conversations, these strategies are designed to spark interest and keep the dynamic engaging. We also highlighted the significance of being genuine and aligning your actions with your true self, as authenticity fosters trust and comfort. Additionally, we touched on the value of engaging in debates and disagreements, showing how healthy conflict can create excitement and deepen connections. Conclusion: always love and be confident in yourself. Confidence is one of the most powerful traits you can possess. When you truly love and believe in yourself, you radiate a unique aura, a presence so distinctive that it cannot be imitated. This magnetic energy commands respect from those around you, including women. Confidence is not about arrogance or showing off. It's about knowing your worth and standing firmly in who you are. And when you embody this self-assurance, people naturally gravitate toward you, admiring the way you carry yourself. Loving yourself begins with accepting your strengths and flaws equally. Nobody is perfect, and striving for perfection often leads to unnecessary self-doubt. Instead, focus on growth. By embracing your individuality and taking pride in your accomplishments, you establish a solid foundation of self-worth. Women, in particular, are drawn to men who exude this kind of inner strength. A man who respects himself and doesn't seek constant validation becomes intriguing, even captivating. This self-respect creates a sense of stability, which women find attractive and comforting. Confidence also allows you to break free from the need to chase after things, whether it's material possessions, status, or even people's approval. When you stop chasing, you create space for others to value and respect you for who you are. Chasing often sends the message that you're willing to compromise your standards or self-respect for external validation. In contrast, a confident individual sets their own terms, knowing their worth is not tied to others' opinions or approval. This mindset not only sets a clear boundary, but also establishes a certain level of respect that others cannot help but acknowledge. When you carry yourself with confidence and self-love, you naturally set the tone for how others treat you. Women, for instance, are highly perceptive to a man's energy. A man who respects himself and doesn't try too hard to please everyone exudes an air of mystery and strength. This dynamic keeps interactions exciting and elevates the level of respect she has for you. Respect is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship, and it begins with how you treat yourself. Another remarkable thing about confidence is its ability to make you memorable. People, including women, are impressed by those who stand out, not because they're loud or attention-seeking, but because they embody a quiet, unwavering self-assurance. This kind of confidence is rare and it leaves a lasting impression. Think about the people you admire most in your life. Chances are, they carry themselves with a certain poise and certainty that makes them stand out. When you cultivate this trait, you'll notice that people, including women, start viewing you as someone worth respecting and remembering. Self-confidence also allows you to handle rejection and setbacks with grace. Life is full of ups and downs, and your ability to navigate challenges says a lot about your character. When you're confident, rejection doesn't feel like a personal failure. It's simply part of the journey. This resilience is incredibly attractive because it shows emotional maturity and strength. Women respect men who don't crumble under pressure, but instead use challenges as opportunities to grow. Building confidence isn't just about external success, it's also about internal growth. Engaging in activities that make you happy, setting personal goals, and surrounding yourself with positive influences all contribute to your confidence. Physical fitness, for instance, is not just about looking good, it's about feeling strong and capable, which naturally boosts your self-esteem. Similarly, developing your skills or pursuing hobbies can give you a sense of purpose and accomplishment that enhances your overall confidence. It's also important to focus on how you communicate. Confident men speak with clarity, conviction, and purpose. They don't need to dominate conversations to prove their worth. Instead, they listen actively and respond thoughtfully, which makes their words carry more weight. This kind of communication is not only respected, but also appreciated, especially in relationships. When you're confident, you don't feel the need to fill every silence or seek approval for your opinions. Your presence and words speak for themselves. In summary, loving and being confident in yourself is the foundation of a magnetic personality that others can't help but respect. When you stop chasing and start setting your own standards, you naturally command attention and admiration. Confidence is a lifelong journey, but every step you take toward embracing your true self will make you more attractive, respected, and fulfilled. Remember, it's not about trying to be someone you're not. It's about becoming the best version of yourself and letting that shine. Women, and everyone else around you, will notice and appreciate this unshakable self-assurance, creating connections built on mutual respect and authenticity. So, start today. Love yourself, embrace your unique qualities, and walk with the confidence that comes from knowing your worth. 9 reasons intelligent men struggle with dating. Do you consider yourself an intelligent man? You've got the career, the money, the status. There's hardly a problem you can't solve. Yet, the reason you clicked on this video tells me you're facing a familiar struggle, right, gentlemen? Don't worry, you're not alone. In this video, we're diving deep into 9 surprising reasons why highly intelligent men often find themselves frustrated in the dating world. And trust me, stick around because reason number 5 might just make you rethink everything you thought you knew about relationships. The first one, overthinking. Main reason. Sure, having a sharp mind is great for solving complex problems, but relationships aren't math equations. Unfortunately, many intelligent guys fall into the trap of overanalyzing every little detail. Should I text her now or later? Was that joke she made actually a hint? What did she really mean when she said, "We'll see"? Before they know it, they're tangled in their own thoughts, and the moment slips away. Overthinking is practically a trademark of intelligent men, and when it comes to dating, it can feel like their brains are running a marathon. Have you been? This overthinking often leads to what we call analysis paralysis. You've probably heard of it before. That frustrating state where you're so busy weighing every possible outcome that you don't take any action at all. A guy may spend so much time figuring out the perfect way to ask her out that by the time he works up the courage, someone else has already swooped in. The hesitation caused by overanalyzing can lead to missed opportunities, and in the dating world, timing is everything. Another problem that comes from overthinking: unrealistic expectations. These men often create a mental checklist of the perfect partner or ideal relationship scenario, and when reality doesn't match their internal script, they freeze. It's easy to idealize a date before it even happens, but real people don't behave like characters in a carefully crafted mental narrative. Intelligent men sometimes struggle to let go of the ideal in favor of the real, which only adds to their frustration when things don't unfold exactly as planned. Overthinking also extends to misinterpreting interactions. An innocent text that says, "I'm busy tonight, maybe another time," might send an intelligent guy spiraling into a pit of self-doubt, convincing himself she's lost interest. In truth, she's probably just swamped with work or having a chill night in with Netflix. But to the overthinker, every word, every emoji, every punctuation mark becomes a clue to be dissected, like it's part of a hidden message in a spy novel. Exhausting, right? That's the first reason, because humorously speaking, the brains of intelligent men are always working overtime, leading to overthinking. This, combined with the second reason, makes it even harder for them to approach women. The second, hyper-independence. Listen up, smart guys. Being independent is awesome. It shows you've got your act together and can handle your own biz. But here's the deal. When you crank that independence up to 11, it can seriously mess with your love life. You know the type. Those brainy dudes who are all about doing everything solo. They're like, I've got this, for every single thing. Sounds great on paper, right? But here's the kicker. That whole I'm an island vibe can turn into a massive roadblock when it comes to dating. These men tend to struggle with vulnerability, seeing it as a weakness or something that threatens their autonomy. They may find it difficult to open up or let someone else into their personal world. Here's where things start to get dicey. A woman might misinterpret this emotional distance as a sign of disinterest. If she's reaching out, trying to connect, and he's giving off, I've got this on my own vibes, she might start thinking he's not into her. In reality, he could be deeply interested, but just doesn't know how to communicate that while still holding on to his precious independence. And when communication starts to break down like this, misunderstandings are bound to happen. She might think he's not invested, and he, on the other hand, could feel overwhelmed by what he perceives as her encroaching on his personal space. The irony here is that relationships thrive on trust, vulnerability, and shared experiences. The challenge for these men is learning that being in a relationship doesn't mean giving up independence, but finding a balance between self-reliance and partnership. At the end of the day, it's about learning to let go, even just a little bit. Being independent is awesome, but love requires some give and take. If hyper-independence becomes too rigid, it's like building an emotional fortress that no one can get into. And what's the point of having it all together if you're doing it alone? If you find these reasons interesting and they help you understand more about why intelligent men struggle with dating, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more exciting content coming your way. There's one reason I'm sure you're already thinking of, focusing too much on career development, but we'll get to that later. For now, let's dive into the third, unrealistic standards and expectations. There's nothing wrong with having standards. After all, knowing what you want is crucial when it comes to dating. But when those standards become a rigid, mile-long checklist that no one can realistically live up to, well, that's where things start to get tricky. Intelligent men often set the bar so high that they unintentionally sabotage their chances of finding a truly meaningful connection. Let's be honest, no one's perfect. Yet these guys often approach dating like they're hiring for a job, reviewing resumes, conducting interviews, and expecting someone to meet a very specific set of qualifications. Must be funny, but not too funny. Ambitious, but also perfectly relaxed. Loves to travel, but also enjoys quiet nights at home. It's like searching for a unicorn that also does your taxes. The problem with this approach is that it severely limits the dating pool. The more criteria you add, the smaller your options get, until you're left wondering why you're still single. The reality is, when you're chasing perfection, you end up missing out on people who could actually be a great match. Maybe she doesn't share your love for philosophy, but she's got a killer sense of humor that makes you feel more at ease than anyone ever has. Maybe she's not the world traveler you envisioned, but she's got a sense of loyalty and kindness that's rare to find. By clinging too tightly to an idealized version of a partner, intelligent men often overlook these imperfectly perfect people who could bring so much more to the table than they expect. Another downside to having unrealistic standards: it leads to a constant sense of dissatisfaction. These men may find themselves in a cycle of endless first dates or short-lived relationships, constantly searching for someone who fits their impossible mold. Every minor flaw becomes a deal breaker, every quirk is scrutinized, and no one ever measures up. This perfectionism breeds frustration and often results in feeling unfulfilled, as they're chasing something that simply doesn't exist. Then there's the fear of settling. Many intelligent men are terrified of the idea of settling for someone who doesn't meet their high expectations, believing that if they compromise on even one thing, they're selling themselves short. But here's the kicker: compromise doesn't mean settling. It means being realistic and recognizing that relationships are about growth, connection, and shared experiences, not about checking off every item on a list. The truth is, the most meaningful relationships often come from unexpected connections, the ones that don't fit neatly into a predetermined mold. It's about finding someone who complements you, not someone who checks every box. So, While having high standards is a good thing, it's important to be flexible and open to the idea that the right person might not look exactly like what you imagined. In the end, love isn't about perfection. It's about finding someone who's imperfectly right for you. The fourth, lack of social skills. Let's get one thing straight. Intelligent men are great at deep conversations. They can dive into the philosophical meaning of life, the complexities of the universe, or the latest scientific breakthroughs with ease. But when it comes to casual dating and everyday social interactions, that's where things can get a bit awkward. For many highly intelligent men, navigating small talk and reading social cues feels more like solving a puzzle with missing pieces than just going with the flow. The problem here is that dating often starts with surface-level interactions, those light, fun, and sometimes silly conversations that build rapport. But for guys who prioritize logic and deep thinking, small talk can seem pointless, even boring. Why waste time talking about the weather when you could be discussing the intricacies of quantum physics or the implications of artificial intelligence? While their brain is firing off complex thoughts, their date might just be wondering why the conversation feels a little heavy. And if she's not on the same wavelength, this can lead to a disconnect right from the start. Here's the thing. Small talk, as mundane as it may seem, is actually the gateway to deeper emotional connections. It's not about the content of the conversation, but the rhythm and flow of interaction that helps people bond. And this is where many intelligent men miss the mark. They jump straight to the deep end, often leaving their date feeling like they're in a lecture rather than on a date. The inability to engage in light-hearted banter can make them seem distant, disinterested, or even intimidating, when in reality, they're just struggling to find a comfortable entry point. Another challenge is reading social cues. Highly intelligent men may be more focused on the logical flow of the conversation rather than picking up on subtle body language, tone changes, or emotional hints. If she's giving off signals that she's interested, leaning in, smiling, touching her hair, they might not even notice. They're too busy calculating the perfect response to her last question. And let's be real, when you're stuck in your head, it's easy to miss out on the emotional connection happening right in front of you. This over-reliance on logic also extends to emotional moments. If she's sharing a personal story or opening up about her feelings, an intelligent man's instinct may be to analyze the situation, offer a rational solution, or try to fix the problem. But here's the catch. Sometimes people don't want a solution. They just want empathy and understanding. By focusing too much on logic, these men can come off as cold or unfeeling. Even if that's not their intention at all, they're just wired to approach things from a problem-solving perspective. So, what's the solution here? Intelligent men need to learn to loosen up a bit in social situations, embrace the small talk, practice the art of casual conversation, and focus less on intellectual sparring and more on emotional connection. It's not about dumbing things down, it's about meeting people where they are, finding common ground, and realizing that even the simplest conversations can lead to deeper, more meaningful connections later on. After all, not every date needs to be a debate. It's okay to talk about the weather sometimes. The fifth, misplaced priorities. For many intelligent men, life is all about achieving success. Whether it's advancing in their careers, pursuing personal interests, or mastering new skills, they're often laser-focused on their goals. And while ambition is great, there's one big downside. Dating tends to fall way down the list of priorities. It's not that these men don't want relationships, they just get so wrapped up in other areas of their lives that dating becomes an afterthought, something they'll get to later. Here's the problem, later often never comes. These men are so used to putting their time and energy into their careers or personal development that they end up neglecting relationships altogether. They think, once I reach this next milestone, I'll focus on dating. But the milestones keep coming, and dating keeps getting pushed further into the background. Before they know it, they're caught in a cycle of prioritizing work or personal interests over forming meaningful connections, and it leaves them feeling stuck. This hyper-focus on achievement also makes it hard to maintain balance in their lives. When work or personal goals take up all the oxygen, there's little room left for dating. It's easy to justify. After all, career success and self-improvement are important, but relationships need time and attention too. If a guy is constantly working late or dedicating every spare moment to his latest project, it's hard to build or sustain any kind of emotional connection with someone else. And that's where the struggle begins. There's also the risk of sending the wrong message to potential partners. If a man seems to always be prioritizing his work or hobbies over spending time with someone he's dating, it can feel like the relationship just isn't important to him. And let's be real, no one wants to feel like they're competing for attention against a career or a personal passion. Over time, this imbalance can cause frustration or even drive people away, leaving the intelligent man wondering why relationships never seem to stick. But here's the truth. Waiting for the perfect time to focus on dating rarely works out. Life is always busy. There will always be another goal to chase, another project to complete. The key is to recognize that dating, just like any other important area of life, requires attention and effort. If you don't actively make space for it, you'll miss out on opportunities to connect with someone who could be a great match. What's the solution? It's about finding balance. Instead of waiting for a magical moment when everything in your career or personal life is settled, start making time for dating now. Carve out space in your schedule, even if it feels like you don't have any to spare. Just like you plan for success in other areas, you need to plan for success in your relationships too. Because at the end of the day, no matter how successful you are, the joy of sharing your life with someone special is worth the effort. So, prioritize dating and relationships alongside your other goals. You might just find that a fulfilling partnership adds more to your life than you ever expected. The sixth, difficulty in expressing emotions. For highly intelligent men, logic and reason often reign supreme. They're used to approaching life with a practical, problem-solving mindset, analyzing situations from all angles before taking action. While this can be incredibly useful in many areas of life, whether it's at work or navigating daily challenges, it tends to create a bit of a roadblock when it comes to something as deeply human as emotions. Expressing feelings openly doesn't always fit neatly into the realm of logic, and this can make things tricky in relationships. Many intelligent men struggle with showing vulnerability because emotions don't follow the same rules as logic. Feelings can be messy, unpredictable, and hard to quantify. Three things that don't sit well with a mind that craves order and structure. As a result, these men may find it difficult to put their emotions into words, or worse, they may believe that sharing feelings is unnecessary or even a sign of weakness. This reluctance to dive into emotional waters can create a significant barrier between them and their partner. The challenge here is that emotional expression is essential for intimacy and connection. A relationship isn't just built on shared interests, mutual respect, or intellectual conversations. It's also about being able to connect on a deeper emotional level. When a man is unable or unwilling to share his feelings, it can make him seem distant or closed off, even if that's not his intention. His partner may start to feel like she's on the outside looking in, unable to reach him in the moments that matter most. This can lead to a variety of misunderstandings. A partner may misinterpret emotional distance as a lack of interest or care. She might feel like he's keeping her at arm's length or isn't invested in the relationship. Meanwhile, he could be feeling confused and frustrated, not understanding why his logical approach to things isn't working. After all, to him, everything seems fine. Why complicate things with emotions? The truth is, emotions are a fundamental part of any relationship. They allow two people to bond, trust, and understand each other in ways that logic alone can't achieve. And while intelligent men might prefer to stick with reason, learning how to express emotions in a healthy, open way is crucial for deepening a relationship. It doesn't mean they have to abandon logic, but rather, they need to integrate their emotional selves into how they connect with their partner. For these men, the key is to step out of their comfort zone and practice emotional vulnerability. This doesn't have to be dramatic. Just starting with small, honest conversations about how they're feeling in the moment can make a world of difference. Being able to say, "I'm upset," or "I care about you," or even, "I don't know how to express this, but I'm trying," can go a long way in building emotional intimacy. Ultimately, relationships thrive on openness, not just in thoughts but in feelings too. While it might feel foreign or uncomfortable at first, intelligent men can unlock a whole new level of connection when they allow themselves to embrace and express their emotions. The logical side of them might resist at first, but in the end, it's the emotional bonds that truly make a relationship last. The seventh, intimidation factor. There's no denying it, intelligence is an attractive quality. However, for highly intelligent men, this can sometimes come with an unexpected downside. they can come across as intimidating to potential partners. While being smart is a major asset, it can also create the impression that they're unapproachable, or worse, uninterested. This unintended intimidation factor can end up limiting romantic opportunities without them even realizing it. Imagine walking into a room and spotting someone who seems to have it all together. He's confident, well-spoken, and radiates intellect. For some people, that's inspiring, but for others, it can feel a bit daunting. They might assume he's way out of my league, or he's probably not interested in someone like me. This isn't a reflection of the intelligent man himself, but rather the way others perceive him. His smarts, while impressive, can unintentionally create a barrier that keeps people at arm's length. This perception can be even stronger in casual dating situations. While other people might rely on charm or humor to break the ice, an intelligent man might lead with intellectual conversations. And while that's not necessarily a bad thing, it can make interactions feel a little too serious or intense right from the start. Some potential partners might shy away from that, thinking they can't keep up, or that the connection won't be fun enough. This can create a situation where the intelligent man is left wondering why others don't approach him, not realizing that his intelligence is actually what's creating the gap. This sense of intimidation can also be exacerbated by the fear that they're constantly being evaluated or judged. Potential partners might feel that an intelligent man is mentally assessing them, which can make them feel self-conscious or inadequate. Even if this isn't the case at all, the mere perception of being judged can cause someone to hold back or avoid deeper conversations, making it harder to form a genuine connection. Another problem intelligent men face is that their accomplishments or intellectual pursuits can sometimes come off as arrogance, even when that's far from their intention. People might see their success and intellectual prowess as a sign that they're overly confident or too self-absorbed to care about others. In reality, the man might be completely open and kind, but his intelligence creates an aura of aloofness that others misinterpret as disinterest. The result? Fewer romantic opportunities. People might hesitate to strike up conversations, make the first move, or even engage in casual banter, all because they assume this highly intelligent guy is either not interested or too intimidating to approach. And from his perspective, it can feel like he's doing everything right, yet somehow missing out on connections. So what can be done about this? The key is approachability. Intelligent men need to make a conscious effort to show warmth and openness, signaling to others that they're not only smart, but also friendly and relatable. It's not about dumbing things down, it's about finding ways to connect that don't revolve solely around intellectual topics. Throw in a little humor, ask about the other person's interests, and show that you're genuinely curious about getting to know them. In the end, intelligence shouldn't be a barrier, it should be an asset. By being mindful of how they come across and making an effort to be more approachable, intelligent men can break down the walls that unintentionally keep others at a distance. After all, the smartest move is figuring out how to connect, not just intellectually, but emotionally too. The eighth, perfectionism. Perfectionism, it's the silent trap that highly intelligent men often fall into. While striving for excellence is admirable, when it goes unchecked, it can lead to setting unattainable standards for both themselves and their partners. The pursuit of perfection can become an obstacle, casting a shadow over their relationships and causing more harm than good. For intelligent men, the drive to achieve perfection isn't just limited to their careers or personal goals. It can seep into their love lives, where they begin to expect the same level of flawlessness from their partners as they do from themselves. While high standards are healthy, perfectionism pushes things to an extreme. It's no longer about finding someone who is compatible and shares similar values, but about searching for someone who ticks every single box, someone who is, essentially, flawless. The problem with this approach is simple. No one is perfect. Intelligent men who chase perfection often end up feeling dissatisfied in their relationships because they're hyper-focused on the small imperfections that inevitably exist in everyone. Maybe she doesn't share every single interest, or she has habits that don't align perfectly with his. Instead of appreciating the overall connection, the mind of a perfectionist zooms in on these minor flaws, magnifying them until they seem like deal breakers. This constant search for flaws can make it difficult to build lasting relationships. When you're always looking for something better or waiting for someone who meets every unrealistic expectation, it's easy to overlook the true value of the person right in front of you. Perfectionism can lead to a pattern of shallow connections, where intelligent men move from one relationship to the next, feeling unfulfilled because no one can ever meet the impossible standards they've set. And let's not forget that perfectionism isn't just about what they expect from others, it's also about the pressure they put on themselves. Intelligent men often demand perfection from their own actions, thoughts, and emotions, holding themselves to impossibly high standards. This can lead to self-criticism and a fear of making mistakes in relationships. They might constantly second-guess their choices, overanalyze their behavior, or hesitate to commit because they're waiting for the perfect moment. Of course, that moment never comes, and they end up trapped in a cycle of indecision. All of this perfectionism can create an environment of dissatisfaction and frustration. Instead of enjoying the flow of a relationship and learning from the imperfections that make love real, intelligent men can become consumed with what isn't working. They can't help but compare reality to the idealized version they've created in their minds, which only leads to disappointment. So, what's the way out? The key is learning to embrace imperfection. Intelligent men need to recognize that relationships, like life, are messy and unpredictable, and that's okay. True connection doesn't come from checking off every box on a list. It comes from accepting someone for who they are, flaws and all. By focusing on the bigger picture, the compatibility, the shared values, the emotional connection, they can move past their perfectionist tendencies and appreciate the beauty of a real, imperfect relationship. Perfectionism may seem like a positive trait on the surface, but in reality, it often stands in the way of genuine happiness. Relationships are not about being perfect, they're about being present, engaged, and open to growth. Once intelligent men can let go of the need for everything to be flawless, they open themselves up to deeper, more meaningful connections. Because in the end, it's the imperfections that make love truly perfect. The ninth, limited social circles. Intelligent men often pour their time and energy into intellectual pursuits, academic achievements, or advancing their careers. While these are undoubtedly admirable and rewarding, they can come with an unintended side effect: limited social circles. When a significant amount of time is spent in work or personal projects, socializing often takes a back seat, resulting in a smaller network of people and fewer opportunities to meet potential romantic partners. Here's the thing: the wider your social circle, the more chances you have to encounter people from different walks of life. The larger your pool of friends and acquaintances, the more likely it is that you'll meet someone who could be a good match. But when intelligent men focus so intently on their careers or intellectual interests, they often find themselves surrounded by a tight-knit group of like-minded individuals. And while that can be great for deep conversations or work collaborations, it can also feel a little limiting when it comes to dating. Small social circles can result in a lack of variety. If you're only spending time with the same people, the chances of meeting new, diverse individuals who might be compatible with you shrink considerably. It's not that intelligent men can't make connections, they often thrive in more focused settings, but their opportunities are more constrained. When you spend most of your time in professional environments or intellectual spaces, you're likely interacting with a narrow set of people who share your interests. While that's beneficial in many ways, it doesn't always expose you to a wide range of potential partners. Another challenge with smaller social circles is the lack of organic interactions. Many relationships develop through spontaneous connections, bumping into someone at a party, meeting through a mutual friend, or casually striking up a conversation in a more social setting. But if your network is limited and your exposure to social events is minimal, these natural opportunities are fewer and farther between. This can make dating feel like a more structured, deliberate effort, rather than something that flows naturally from your everyday interactions. Moreover, the smaller the circle, the less diverse the people in it. Meeting someone with a completely different perspective or background is harder when your social life revolves around work colleagues or intellectual peers. These individuals might share your interests, but they could lack the diversity of personality, lifestyle, or perspective that might spark a unique connection with someone new. Limited exposure means limited chances to connect with someone who could bring something fresh and exciting into your life. This problem is further compounded by the fact that intelligent men often get comfortable in their routines. The structure of their work or personal interests becomes so familiar that they don't feel the need to expand their social horizons. And while there's nothing wrong with being focused, stepping outside of your comfort zone is crucial when it comes to dating. By staying in the same small circle, they're missing out on the variety and unpredictability that larger, more diverse social environments provide. So, how can intelligent men break out of this cycle? The answer lies in making an effort to expand their social circles. This doesn't mean abandoning intellectual pursuits or neglecting their careers. It simply means finding ways to diversify their social interactions. Attending events outside of their usual circles, joining new groups, or simply saying yes to more social invitations can open up opportunities to meet a broader range of people. It's about stepping out of the routine and exposing themselves to new experiences, where chance encounters can lead to exciting possibilities. In the end, relationships often come from unexpected places, and those unexpected places are harder to find if your social world is too small. By widening their social circles, intelligent men can increase their chances of finding someone who's not just intellectually compatible, but who also brings diversity, excitement, and a fresh perspective into their lives. Have you ever felt like you're constantly auditioning for someone's approval? Running, chasing, proving, always one step behind, desperately hoping they'll finally see your worth? Stop right there. Instead of begging to be noticed, you become the person who's impossible to ignore. Your worth isn't determined by their validation, it's defined by your own self-respect. This isn't just advice, this is a mindset revolution. We're about to dive deep into a transformative concept that can flip your entire approach to relationships, self-respect, and personal value. A strategy so counterintuitive, it might just change everything. If that resonates with your aspirations, companions, then that's precisely our focus today. Should you believe such transformations occur solely in cinematic narratives, my friend, stay tuned, for this presentation will dismantle those outdated notions. Indeed, this is the very video poised to reshape you into an individual who doesn't chase, but effortlessly captivates others with their inherent, understated self-assurance. Our discussion transcends merely relinquishing the chase. It centers on reclaiming your inner tranquility in a manner that renders you truly memorable. Epictetus wisely proclaimed, "It is better to die of hunger having lived without grief and fear than to live with a troubled spirit amid abundance." This quotation eloquently encapsulates the Stoic tenet that genuine strength resides in upholding your self-respect and serenity, even if it necessitates withdrawing from what no longer serves you. It serves as a potent reminder that your value isn't contingent upon external acknowledgement, but rather emanates from your own intrinsic fortitude. Therefore, companion, are you prepared to cease seeking validation and commence prioritizing your self-worth above all else? Are you prepared to harness the strength that has always resided within you? This surpasses mere pronouncements. It entails a profound commitment to yourself, to maintain an unwavering stance, and to never accept less than what you rightfully deserve. The time has arrived to embrace the resilience that patiently awaits its liberation. Here's your call to action. Give this video a thumbs up. Why is this vital? When you interact, YouTube acknowledges this material's value and extends its reach to others seeking guidance, just like you. Furthermore, when you assist others, the universe reciprocates by assisting you. However, if you're unable to take this small step, this video may not resonate with you, as transformation requires action. So, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, contribute to the betterment of others, and witness the universe begin to support your endeavors. Prepared, my friend? Let's embark on this journey. Before proceeding, allow me to address a critical point. You might perceive disengaging from the pursuit of attention as an admission of defeat. You might question, what if I cease pursuing them? What if they erase me from their memory? Let's be unequivocal. Within the realm of Stoicism, the objective isn't merely to walk away. It's to redirect your focus entirely upon yourself, your well-being, personal development, and inner harmony. Stoicism instructs us that true power originates from within, from cultivating and bolstering ourselves without dependence on external affirmation. Consequently, when choosing to disengage, remember, it's not solely about retreating. It's about propelling yourself forward in your personal life. You must invest in yourself, nurture your overall health, and enrich your mind. This is invaluable time for self-reflection, a chance to prioritize what truly holds significance, yourself. This explains my earlier statement. Inaction renders this video ineffective. Conversely, self-improvement will naturally enhance your relationships. You might also ponder, what if they forget me? The more pertinent question is, are you willing to lose sight of yourself while chasing someone else's validation? Bear in mind, their response is beyond your influence, but the allocation of your time, energy, and life rests solely within your hands. This journey doesn't revolve entirely around them. It revolves around you reclaiming your agency, serenity, and purpose. As you invest in yourself, you inherently become more alluring. Subsequently, when they discover this transformed version of you, the pursuit shifts and they begin chasing you. As mentioned initially, we're embarking on a mission to reverse the roles. Should any lingering inquiries hinder your progress, share them in the comments. I'm here to guide you along this path. Let's now transition to an affirmation designed to bolster your resolve. Close your eyes, inhale deeply, and declare, I am worthy of attention. Excellent. Now, share this affirmation in the comments below. This confirms your engagement, assuring me that I'm addressing a receptive audience genuinely dedicated to embracing their self-worth and instigating meaningful change. The next crucial question: what steps will facilitate this transformation? As previously discussed, the initial step involves refraining from excessive efforts and ceasing the pursuit of their attention. What follows? Friends, I'll present a 7-step approach to personal transformation, a roadmap for becoming the type of individual who effortlessly attracts others. These are personally vetted steps, honed through my own experiences, and I can attest to their efficacy. If you're committed to rewriting your narrative and transforming your life, these steps will serve as your compass. Let's explore this 7-step formula that empowers you to reclaim your agency and cultivate a life where attention comes naturally without pursuit. Step 1. Prioritize physical well-being. Let's delve into the first and arguably most critical phase of this process: prioritizing physical well-being. You might anticipate advice on cultivating an appealing style, selecting appropriate attire, achieving a polished appearance, and other grooming suggestions. While these elements hold importance and deserve attention, they're not our primary focus here. Let's explore the deeper implications of prioritizing physical wellness and its significance, particularly concerning the pursuit of attention, whether rekindling a flame, attracting someone new, or demonstrating your value to a former partner. When I advocate for prioritizing physical health, I'm referring to something far more fundamental than mere aesthetics. Physical wellness forms the cornerstone of all your endeavors. It's about experiencing genuine internal well-being, possessing the energy to pursue your aspirations, and the vigor to live passionately and purposefully. Realistically, no one desires a relationship burdened by constant worry over their partner's health, or where one individual perpetually appears fatigued, lethargic, or physically unfit. Such qualities diminish attractiveness, irrespective of outward appearance. Visualize this. You're in a relationship that has thrived for several years, but the initial fervor has waned. Perhaps complacency has settled in, and the spark has dimmed. While dressing up or orchestrating an elaborate date night might offer temporary respite, the true magic emerges when both partners feel vibrant and alive, ready to wholeheartedly relish each other's presence. Prioritizing your physical health signals a commitment to both yourself and your partner, reigniting the enthusiasm and energy that initially united you. Now let's address attracting someone new. A year ago, I was interested in a colleague, but my personal well-being was suboptimal. My energy levels were depleted, and my physical condition wasn't ideal. A turning point occurred when I realized that capturing their attention wasn't about excessive effort, but about self-improvement. That's when I discovered Stoicism, a philosophy that revolutionized my self-perception and worldview. Stoicism illuminated the concept that authentic power and allure stem from cultivating robust self-worth, rooted in the understanding of inherent self-sufficiency. I embarked on a regimen of regular exercise, not solely for aesthetic enhancements, but to cultivate a sense of well-being. Dietary adjustments and improved sleep patterns resulted in noticeable changes, not just in my appearance, but also in my demeanor. I ceased chasing attention and began attracting it organically. Physical health fosters an aura of confidence, and confidence possesses an irresistible magnetism. Whether it's a colleague, a prospective partner, or even a former partner whom you wish to enlighten regarding their loss, your physical vitality communicates volumes without uttering a single word. Regarding the scenario involving an ex-partner, if you've recently emerged from a relationship and desire to demonstrate your evolved self, I understand. However, instead of fixating on them, redirect that energy inwards. Embark on a journey of physical self-improvement, not to recapture them, but to reconstruct yourself. In doing so, you're not merely attracting them back. You're opening yourself up to a realm of new possibilities. Should your ex-partner witness your flourishing state, consider it a pleasant side effect. The true victory lies in your enhanced well-being, improved appearance, and the pursuit of a fulfilling life. Returning to Stoicism, its proponents championed the importance of caring for the body as a vessel for the mind and spirit. Epictetus declared, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This transcends mere emotional or mental mastery. It encompasses physical mastery as well. Neglecting your physical health equates to relinquishing self-control, and this lack of control can erode confidence, fostering a need for external validation. Conversely, prioritizing your physical well-being conveys to yourself and the world that you value yourself enough to nurture your most precious possession, your body. Self-respect begets respect from others. How did I implement these principles? I commenced a consistent exercise routine. This transcended merely attending the gym for muscle gain or weight loss. It involved discovering physical activities I genuinely enjoyed and could sustain. My regimen comprised a combination of weightlifting and yoga, which not only enhanced my strength and flexibility, but also promoted a sense of centeredness and groundedness. Integrating regular exercise into your life enhances both physical and mental health, releasing endorphins that promote a positive mood. Adopting a balanced diet also proved transformative. The focus wasn't on deprivation, but on equilibrium. By incorporating more fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains into my meals, I observed significant improvements in my energy levels and overall well-being. Adequate sleep, once taken for granted, became a priority, resulting in a substantial positive impact. Never underestimate the restorative power of quality sleep. Sufficient rest simplifies life's challenges and projects an aura of enhanced attractiveness. Prioritizing physical wellness is an investment in yourself and your future, paving the way for a long, healthy, and fulfilling existence. Here's the key takeaway. When you're healthy and brimming with energy, you naturally draw individuals who also prioritize their well-being. You needn't compete for their attention. They're intrinsically attracted to the vitality you exude. Marcus Aurelius, the esteemed Stoic emperor, asserted, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." While often applied to mental fortitude, this quotation also holds true for physical health. You wield control over your body, its nourishment, its care, and the energy you project into the world. By embracing this control, you not only become more appealing to others, but more importantly, to yourself. In closing this first step, remember that prioritizing physical wellness is an act of self-respect. It's a declaration of your right to feel good, to appear good, and to experience a life brimming with energy and vitality. This isn't about demanding attention, but about recognizing your intrinsic worthiness of a fulfilling life. Let's reinforce this together. I am worthy of attention. Declare it with conviction, for self-belief is the foundation upon which everything else rests. Prioritizing physical health enhances your allure, both to others and, most significantly, to yourself. Before transitioning to the next stage, feel free to share any questions, thoughts, alternative viewpoints, or personal experiences in the comments below. Contribute your insights and assist others on their journeys. If you have nothing to add, reiterate the affirmation, "I am worthy of attention," to inspire fellow travelers. While this initial step was somewhat extensive, its thorough exploration was essential. The subsequent steps are more concise yet equally rich with vital insights and personal experiences. Maintain your focus and commitment to this transformative process. Step 2. Cultivate relationships with uplifting individuals. You've likely encountered the adage, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." This observation holds considerable merit. The individuals comprising your social circle exert a profound influence on your mentality, habits, and ultimately your life successes, including your relationships. Consider this: surrounding yourself with negativity, complaining, and inaction impedes your motivation and hinders personal growth. Conversely, associating with driven, positive, and self-improving individuals creates a contagious environment of progress. Their mindset, drive, and habits become infectious, inspiring you to reach your full potential. Let's apply this concept to the context of relationships. Whether seeking new connections, rekindling existing ones, or demonstrating your value to a former partner, the company you keep plays a pivotal role. Surrounding yourself with inspirational and challenging individuals elevates your appeal, both to others and to yourself. You transform into someone who rejects mediocrity and constantly strives for improvement, growth, and achievement. This mindset possesses an undeniable allure. Envision yourself at a social gathering surrounded by high-achieving friends, each driven by their passions and mutually supportive. Within this environment, you're more inclined to engage in stimulating discussions, exchange innovative ideas, and project self-assuredness. Compare this scenario to a gathering dominated by complaining, gossip, or idle chatter. Which version of yourself do you deem more captivating? The answer is evident. I've personally witnessed this transformation within myself. I once lacked discernment in choosing my companions, which impacted my own mentality and actions. However, upon embracing the company of ambitious, positive, and self-improving individuals, I experienced a profound personal shift. I became more motivated, disciplined, and goal-oriented. Remarkably, this transformation was apparent not only to myself, but to others as well. People are drawn to those who exude passion for life and a commitment to self-betterment. It's not solely about associating with successful individuals, it's about surrounding yourself with those who ignite your best self. Seek out individuals who uplift, support your development, and encourage you to expand your horizons. These are your allies in maintaining momentum, providing support during challenging times, and genuinely celebrating your achievements. As you progress and evolve, you'll naturally become more captivating to those around you, whether it's a new acquaintance, a current partner, or even a former one. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This wisdom remains eternally relevant. By cultivating relationships with inspiring individuals, you not only enhance your prospects for success, but enrich your life as a whole. Let's affirm together: I choose to surround myself with people who inspire me. Declare it with conviction, for in doing so, you lay the groundwork for a life replete with positivity, growth, and boundless potential. Step 3. Develop social acumen. This doesn't imply becoming excessively extroverted or attention-seeking. Developing social acumen involves nurturing meaningful connections, cultivating resilience within relationships, and fostering an environment that naturally draws people to you. Let me recount a personal experience. Approximately a year ago, I developed an interest in a colleague. At that time, my social confidence wasn't particularly strong. I frequently overanalyzed interactions and worried about perceptions. However, I recognized that genuine connection necessitated a focus on strengthening my social skills. This didn't entail attempting to impress them or force conversations, but rather being present, actively listening, and engaging in substantive dialogue. Instead of feigning a different persona, I concentrated on fostering authentic connections. This marked a turning point. My colleague perceived the shift, not due to increased volume or outgoingness, but because of my genuine interest in our exchanges and my confident demeanor. Reflect on your own relationships. Perhaps you seek to rekindle the spark with a partner. Instead of anxiously seeking attention, envision interacting with a calm, grounded presence. Avoid seeking validation. Focus on forging a genuine connection. Active listening, engaging in thoughtful discussions, and making them feel heard and understood can reignite the relationship by offering something deeper and more meaningful than mere attention-seeking. Perhaps you're interested in someone new. The key lies in building authentic connections. Instead of fixating on perceptions or resorting to grand gestures, prioritize being present and genuine. Engage in substantive conversations, truly listen to their perspective, and respond thoughtfully. This approach is naturally appealing due to its authenticity and sincerity. Highly attractive qualities. Consider the scenario involving an ex-partner. If you desire to showcase your personal growth, avoid pursuing them or attempting to prove your worth. Focus instead on strengthening your social presence. Engage in meaningful interactions with others, be fully present, and demonstrate a thriving social life. Your ex-partner will inevitably observe not just your survival, but your flourishing. This realization may prompt them to reassess their decision, not due to your pressure, but because they recognize your newfound strength and resilience. Developing social acumen cultivates resilience in interactions. It entails understanding that not every conversation will be flawless, and not every individual needs to be charmed. What truly matters is your demeanor within these interactions and your ability to connect authentically. Social strength eliminates the need to fight for attention. It draws others to you through genuine interest and presence. The Stoics grasped this concept well. Epictetus stated, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This embodies social strength, prioritizing listening, understanding, and connecting over simply speaking. Listening intently and speaking with purpose fosters profound and meaningful connections, naturally attracting others. Authenticity, engagement, and resilience form the bedrock of true social strength, making you inherently more appealing. Let's affirm this together. I am worthy of attention. Embrace this conviction and infuse it into your social interactions. Recognizing your self-worth allows others to do the same. Step 4. Confidence is your magnetic force. Confidence isn't about striking a pose or speaking loudly. It's about recognizing your value and projecting that self-assurance in every interaction. Authentic self-belief draws others to you. Allow me to share a personal anecdote. I once struggled with confidence, particularly in social settings, frequently second-guessing myself and fearing inadequacy. However, as I focused on physical well-being and social development, a remarkable shift occurred. My confidence blossomed. This wasn't about becoming the most boisterous presence. It was about embracing my authentic self and trusting my capabilities. This realization revealed that genuine confidence eliminates the need to chase others. They are naturally drawn to you. Consider this within the framework of relationships. Confidence precludes the constant need for external validation. It instills security and self-assuredness within the relationship, enhancing your appeal through its magnetic quality. It signals that you understand your own value and steadfastly uphold it. Whether you aim to attract a new partner or prompt an ex to acknowledge their loss, confidence is paramount. Entering a room with head held high, radiating self-worth, commands attention without striving for it. As Seneca wisely noted, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Confidence is recognizing your inherent completeness. Embracing this truth transforms you into a beacon for compatible individuals and opportune circumstances. Let us affirm together, I am worthy of attention. Trust in your worth and witness how confidence revolutionizes your relationships, effortlessly drawing others to you. Step 5. Embrace aspiration. Ambition isn't simply about goal setting or pursuing success. It's about possessing a clear sense of purpose that propels you forward. Ambition signifies active engagement with life's pursuits, pursuing what truly resonates with you, which holds immense appeal. I was particularly drawn to a colleague a year ago because of their exceptional drive and clear direction in life. This magnetic quality wasn't solely about career aspirations. It encompassed the passion they infused into all endeavors. Witnessing such dedication to personal growth and aspirations illuminated the power of focus and determination. Ambition plays a pivotal role in relationships, whether long-term, nascent, or even with a former partner. It demonstrates dynamism and continuous evolution, always striving for more, which inspires and invigorates connections. True ambition transcends material pursuits. It involves setting meaningful objectives aligned with your values and passions. Driven by a higher purpose, you become more self-assured, resilient, and focused, qualities that naturally attract others. Marcus Aurelius observed, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This eloquently captures the essence of ambition, framing challenges as growth opportunities. Embrace meaningful aspirations and observe how your ambition transforms not only your life, but also attracts like-minded individuals. Step 6. Achieve emotional mastery. Emotional regulation is immensely empowering, not only personally, but also interpersonally. Controlling your emotions shields you from external influences and the actions of others. This emotional stability cultivates resilience, groundedness, and heightened appeal. This lesson was learned firsthand through my own experiences. I once allowed my emotions to dictate my actions, whether forming attachments prematurely or reacting impulsively to challenges. I eventually realized that this emotional volatility hindered my well-being and influenced perceptions. Embracing emotional regulation was transformative. I gained centeredness, patience, and composure, smoothing my interactions and enriching their meaning. Emotional mastery is crucial in relationships. Picture a scenario where your partner's actions would typically provoke a strong reaction. Instead, you pause, breathe, evaluate the situation, and respond thoughtfully. This not only averts unnecessary conflict but demonstrates composure and maturity in handling difficult situations with grace. Or envision dating someone new. Instead of succumbing to anxiety or excessive excitement, you maintain composure, allowing the relationship to unfold naturally, without pressure or feeling overwhelmed. Such emotional control is incredibly alluring, showcasing confidence, self-awareness, and maturity. The Stoics deeply valued this principle. Seneca stated, "A man is as miserable as he thinks he is." This reminds us that our emotional state is largely within our control. By managing our emotions, we choose our life's experience. Cultivate emotional mastery and observe not only the positive impact on your relationships, but also the attraction you elicit from those drawn to your tranquil and composed demeanor. Step 7. Become a master of listening. Listening appears deceptively simple, yet it represents one of the most potent tools for personal and interpersonal growth. True listening transcends merely hearing words. It involves comprehending emotions, intentions, and the underlying message. This ability to connect profoundly enhances your allure and impact within relationships. In my interactions, particularly with the colleague who intrigued me, attentive listening transformed our conversational dynamics. It wasn't about impressing or dominating the conversation, but about providing space for their full expression. This fostered a stronger bond, creating feelings of being heard, understood, and valued. The transformative power of listening became profoundly clear. Mastering the art of listening can be revolutionary for relationships. Recall a time of distress when you sought a listening ear. Imagine the frustration if the intended listener was only partially attentive, preoccupied with formulating their own response. True listening, making the speaker feel valued, strengthens the connection between individuals. This is especially critical in romantic relationships, where feeling understood and cherished is paramount. Listening also plays a critical role in conflict resolution. During disagreements, it's easy to become entrenched in defending your own position. However, actively listening to the other person's perspective often facilitates smoother resolution and reduced tension. This signifies maturity and a willingness to understand, which is highly attractive and fosters respect. Furthermore, mastering listening is essential for establishing connections, whether with potential partners or in professional contexts. Being a good listener sets you apart. People gravitate towards those who validate them through attentive listening. It's not about constantly providing the perfect response. It's about being present, fully attentive, and offering thoughtful feedback. This creates lasting impressions and often leads to richer, more meaningful relationships. Epictetus sagely advised, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This beautifully encapsulates the significance of listening. Mastering this skill enhances your relationships and fosters personal growth. You gain deeper insights into others, acquire new perspectives, and become someone others naturally seek out. As we progress on this journey, remember that listening is an art requiring patience, presence, and empathy. Mastering this art not only fortifies your relationships, but also amplifies your appeal by demonstrating that you truly value others. Those are the steps you should take. Never beg for her attention. Now, here's an exciting reveal. How to stop being manipulated by women. Stay tuned for valuable insights coming up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel and stay updated with more great content. As you reflect on these insights, we encourage you to apply the techniques discussed in your own interactions. By focusing on emotional understanding, embracing spontaneity, and maintaining a sense of mystery, you can enhance your relationships and create a more fulfilling connection with women. Remember, the journey of attraction is not just about techniques, it's about building genuine connections that resonate on a deeper level. If you found this video helpful and insightful, we invite you to subscribe to our channel for more content on relationships and attraction. Your support means a lot to us, and by subscribing, you'll stay updated on our latest videos that delve into various aspects of building meaningful connections. Don't forget to like and share this video with friends who might benefit from these insights. Together, we can foster a community focused on understanding emotions and enhancing relationships. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video, where we'll continue to explore the fascinating dynamics of attraction and connection.